This second worksheet that we're doing in class is strictly review, right? It's reviewing, simplifying expressions with the correct order of operations, which is PEMDAS. It's up on the front left-hand corner of the classroom, right? So we're always looking for parentheses first, exponents next, either multiplication or division. It doesn't have to be multiplying before dividing. It could be the other way around. You got to go from left to right. Same thing with addition, subtraction. Sometimes you could add before subtracting, but sometimes subtraction comes before addition. So again, M and D are both blue because you go from left to right whenever faced with both. Same thing with A and S, both the same pattern because you go from left to right when faced with both. And we also have exponents. So let's take a look at number one. And on number one, it says 8 squared. And what is 8 squared? It's really 8 times 8. Right? That little 2 up there, the exponent of 2, tells you how many times to write the base and multiply it with itself. So you have 8 times 8. So the final answer is 64, and that's your answer right there. Number 3, 5 to the third is really 5 times 5 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25, and then 25 times 5, if you have 5 quarters, that'll be $1.25. So there's your answer for number 3. Of course, the answers are on the back of this worksheet. It's just more practice for PEMDAS. Let's jump to number 13 here. If we're looking at the correct order of operations, there are no parentheses here. Are there any exponents? Yes, here's the exponent. Now, keep in mind that this minus sign is not inside parentheses, so it's not really part of the base. So when you say do the exponents first, we're really doing 3 squared first. And like on any other problem in math, you do one step, you rewrite everything. So 3 squared is 9, and now I'm going to rewrite everything. So as you can see, I brought down everything. The 14 divided by 7 times 5, brought down even the minus sign, 9 at the very end. So I did exponents, I rewrote everything. After exponents, do we have multiplication or division? Yes, we do. What do we do first, divide or multiply? Divide in this case, because we go from left to right. That's why there's an arrow below the M and the D from left to right. So sometimes it is multiply before divide, sometimes it's divide before multiply. In this case, from left to right, you have division and then multiplication. So that's exactly what we do. 14 divided by 7, that's 2. And then I rewrite everything. 2 times 5 minus 9. And now I'm only left with 2 operations, multiplication and subtraction. So I do multiplication first, that's 10. 10 minus 9 is equal to 1. There's your final answer. Now down here, it's the same concept. The only difference is that you have to plug in your numbers into the variable expression. Remember, evaluate means to plug it in and then simplify. So pick one. 17, 19, 21, 23, 24? 24. Actually, we're not even doing those. Let's do one of those other ones. Pick one. 19. Why not? So 19, the first thing to do is to rewrite your expression, but without variables with parentheses. So notice I rewrote everything with parentheses. Instead of the X, there's parentheses. Instead of the Y, there's parentheses. Instead of the Z, there's parentheses. Right here, the parentheses aren't necessary because whatever number Z is, it's just going to be a minus 3. So I didn't need them right there, but I guess I'm using them. X is 6, Y is 8. So inside or in the expression now we have multiplication, addition, multiplication, and subtraction. Obviously we're going to multiply, and we're going to go from left to right. 2 times 6 is 12. 3 times 8 is 24. So I did both multiplications in one step. Now let me bring down everything else. There's a plus right between them and a minus. And that 3 at the very end, I don't even need parentheses around. So now I really just have addition and subtraction, and I go from left to right again. So 12 plus 24 is 36. Bring down the minus 3. 36 minus 3 is 3. 33, yeah. Sorry, I said 3. 33. And that's your final answer. So it's just review. Some of us still needed this practice based on the scores we got from last week. So here's more practice on simplifying with PEMDAS.